Hello, it's Sadie. I wanted to come on and do a weekly energy reading. This energy reading, though, is going to last probably between now and I'm going to say like the 19th. So this is the energy between now, which is September 11th, Sunday, when I'm filming this, through the following Monday, which is the 19th of September. There's a lot in the cosmos, there's a lot happening in the planets, and so Spirit wanted me to bring in this message because, as I like to say a lot, to be forewarned is to be forearmed. There is never anything to fear, but it is good to be aware of how the planets and how all the energies are going to sort of have a direct impact on your life, all right? And so with that, I see my, and that's actually a good analogy for this week. My earring was twisted and it was like this. It was sort of backwards, right? And I just fixed it. But the song that they've been giving me for this week and this energy between this period, and this is going to be the hardest period of this month, all right, is the song by Run DMC, It's Tricky. I just keep hearing the chorus part. It's tricky, 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 tricky. And so that's definitely what it's going to be like over the next 9 to 10 days. And this is why. Number one, we are full in Mercury retrograde. And with that, during the next 9 days or so, there's a lot of squares and oppositions. I'm going to bring up the 3 biggest ones that are going to sort of impact everybody at this time and give you the guidance and the messages that I was asked to share for this week. So here are the 2 most important things you need to do or listen to this week. First is intuition. Today, a beautiful conjunction is happening. Jupiter is conjunct the moon. We are still in the full moon Pisces energy portal, which is closing out. But if you looked at the night sky, I saw it when I was driving last night and I was like, oh, that's awesome. You see the moon and then you see a bright, bright, bright planet right next to it, almost right next to it. And that is Jupiter. Jupiter is the most benefic planet. It brings higher knowledge, higher love, enlightenment. And so one of the aspects that is great about Jupiter is anything that it's next to, it expands. So it's actually bringing in right now a huge expansion of intuition, psychic gifts, inner knowledge, inner awareness, really, really connecting with your higher self. And this is going to be very, very important over the next 8 to 9 days for you to just really trust your intuition. And that is because kind of like how my earring was twisted backwards. That's how the energy is right now. It's not straightforward. Things that seem like really, really good things, there's sort of like a hidden agenda behind them. On the flip side of that, things that may seem like they're challenging or not necessarily what you want, actually have a hidden blessing with them. And this is the energy that we're all going through right now, especially with the current astrology. And so just remember, not everything is as it truly appears on the surface. There's a lot happening energetically, and there's a lot happening underneath the surface that many of us cannot see. And because of that, to navigate this current energy where things are not straightforward, things are not what they seem, things are very mercurial, which means changeable, and sometimes there's a lot of illusions and there's a lot of deception related to that energy as well. So it's really, really important to tap into and really, really listen to your intuition. I had an issue that came up for me yesterday, and I was like, what is this about? And I kind of, and on the surface, it seemed like a good thing. But there was just this little like in the pit of my stomach that kind of was like, there's something up here. And I asked about it and I didn't get an immediate response. So when I don't get an immediate response about something, I let it go. And then when I went to sleep, I had a dream that gave me exactly the answers that I needed and really sort of brought me into enlightenment about the situation. And so this is a really, really important time to pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to the things that come into your environment, the things that come into your awareness, the thoughts that come into your mind, the conversations you may overhear, information or bits of wisdom that come through like movies or books. So important, because the universe is really speaking to you and really helping you, giving you the answers that you need if you're asking. And so if there's anything that you're struggling about or anything that you are not sure about, you will get the clarity, you will get the knowing, provided you ask for guidance and ask your guides to show you a clear sign. Is this good for me? Is this, what is this about? Show me the truth of this situation. And they will intuitively guide you to that truth, to the answers you are seeking at this time. Really important, because as we go through this week on the 16th, so this is when things start to get, you might feel the energy a little bit before, but this is when things will start to get really tricky, right? We have Venus in Virgo squaring Mars and Gemini. And what that brings up is a lot of projections. People will project their own shadow, their anger, their own inner fears, could even be like their own jealousies and insecurities towards you. So pay attention to that energy. The other thing that happens on the 16th is the Sun in Virgo, which we are in Virgo season, opposes Neptune in Pisces. This brings up a lot of deception in terms of, could be a work situation because it's Virgo. It's about earthly matters, abundance, money, the things that we value, the things that we earn our money in. There could be situations and circumstances that arise that, again, on the surface may seem great, may seem like the thing that you were wanting. But in reality, there's like a darker undertone or a hidden agenda behind it. And so this is why it is going to be so important to pay attention to that intuition. If something doesn't feel right to you, listen to that, and then ask for guidance and ask to have a clear knowing of why it's not right for you. And you will be given the sign. You will be given it right away. And pay attention again to your dreams, to the synchronicities, and to just the things that come into your awareness, okay? The other big energy that's going to cause a lot of tricky energies and tricky situations for all of us is Jupiter, which is the most benefic planet, is going to oppose Mercury in Libra, and Mercury is already in retrograde. So the thing, like I said, when Jupiter is next to something, it expands that energy. So it's going to amplify and expand that Mercury in retrograde energy because it's going to be opposite. And because of that, it's going to bring in a lot of exaggerations. It could bring a lot of gossip. So this would be like negative types of communication. It could bring a lot of conflicts. it also may bring up a lot of distractions. And so this next sort of week to 9-day period, not only is it important for you to trust your intuition, it is also equally going to be important for you to set healthy boundaries. Say no. If something doesn't feel right to you, don't let someone try to project or exaggerate or deceive you into doing something that does not feel right to you. That is really, really important during this time. And again, if you are feeling like, okay, something's off, or I'm just not sure about the situation, I need more clarity, I need more insight, really pray and ask for clear knowing, clear guidance as to the truth of the situation, and it will be revealed to you. The other thing with boundaries is that these energies could put you in a position where your boundaries are going to be really pushed, tested, and challenged by people. And again, as long as you stay in your power, as long as you use your intuition, you will come out unscathed. You will be just fine. But this is really a time to make sure that you're honoring yourself in all ways, regardless of what anybody else in your life needs or thinks. This is one of the biggest challenges for light workers, starseeds, empaths, givers, because we're just loving and caring people. We give and do so much for others. But oftentimes there are a lot of people or situations around us that really do take advantage of our kindness, of our purity of heart, of our goodness. And we have to be the ones to stand in our power to set those boundaries and to say no. And so this is a time period over the next 9 to, I'm getting 7 to 9 days. It's probably going to be about 9 days though, to really, really, again, just trust your intuition and set healthy boundaries. If something doesn't feel right to you, don't do it. Don't let anybody emotionally manipulate you into something. People, again, are going to use a lot of exaggeration. There's going to be a lot of projections. There could be a lot of gossip, a lot of deceptions, and a lot of distractions. And so just really, really pay attention that this is just the current energy that we're in. It will pass, it will clear out, but really protect yourself, protect your energy by using your intuition and having healthy boundaries over the next 9 days, all right? So with that, I'm going to get into the energy oracle cards. We'll do the energy oracle cards first, and then I'll do some tarot, and then I'll finalize this reading with another set of oracle. All right. I just want to shuffle first. Higher self, Holy Spirit, guides and guardians of unconditional love. Give us all a clear indication of the energy that we will be dealing with over the next 9 days. One more. Okay, this one's popping out. Right. So we have Archangel Michael with the first chakra, the root chakra. Archangel Michael is coming through saying you are protected. He is helping you to ground your energy, to feel more stable in your life, bringing in more stability. Really, really call upon Archangel Michael at this time, especially if you need clear guidance as to anything in your life where you feel sort of insecure or unsafe, as well as needing the truth of a situation. Archangel Michael will bring that to you. And so he's really, really coming in really strongly with that energy. Also really important to stay grounded during this time, and to, if you feel like you are having any root chakra blocks, just to do some root chakra meditations, ground your energy. It's going to help you. It's going to help you have clear access to your intuition. And it's also going to help you feel safe enough to set healthy boundaries, all right? We have community. And the funny thing is, I'm actually getting that there are people in your community, there are people around you that you really need to be cautious and aware of. And again, it's not in terms of projecting any fear, but it is to get you to really listen to your intuition and see, okay, when I'm around this person, how do I feel? Do I feel drained? Do I feel happy? Do I feel like there's a reciprocal energy here? Do I feel like they're withholding anything from me? To really look at your friend group, your social situations. This could be job, this could be neighborhood, and see where there are things that are sort of bringing you into a feeling of, okay, something's not right here, because Spirit's really wanting you to look at that right now. Really wanting you to look at it right now. We have the yin and yang energy, but in this position upright, it is all about the yin energy. It is about the divine feminine. And yin energy is intuitive. It is receptive. And so it's wanting you, again, to go within. Maybe withdraw your energy from community, from friends, from socializing. I mean, if there's people, of course, that are your soul tribe, you really trust them, there's no negativity, there's nothing that's, bringing you any cause for concern in that situation, relationship, absolutely rely on them. But on the flip side, if there are people and situations that are kind of making you pause a little bit, or that you feel intuitively like you need to step back from, really listen to that. Because you are highly receptive at this time. There is so much spiritual activation. There is so much intuition that is being sort of expanded in all of us. And that's the whole aspect of what we are going through. We are in the 3D experience, creating our 5D life, basically building the foundation of the 5D life from the ground up. And so it's to get you to really pay attention and look at what's working, what you want to bring with you to that 5D reality, to your 5D experience, or what you need to release. And when you allow yourself to be in that receptive state, in a reflective state, in the yin energy, which is not an active energy, it's more of a passive energy, you will get the knowledge, the insight, you'll get the knowing that you need. You'll get the downloads that you need. You'll get the information that you need. It'll just come to you. And that's where you'll be able to really tap into your creative life force energy with Archangel Ariel in the second chakra to manifest, build, and create that 5D reality experience that we're all here to do. With Archangel Ariel as well, this is definitely an energy of really loving your body, loving yourself, knowing that every aspect of you is sacred and beautiful, including your sexuality, because the second chakra is your sacral chakra. It is your sexual center. And so harness all of your energy, ground and harness all of your energy to create this doorway to personal healing and happiness. It's available to us if we release ourselves from the distractions in our environment, release ourselves from the distractions of people around us, to really go within, to ground and stabilize our energy, to utilize our own talents and skills to manifest these beautiful, beautiful new beginnings. This is your 5D reality, and it is available to you, provided you use your intuition and set healthy boundaries, right? And as you do this, you will free yourself from these 3D negative experiences, but also from anything that's making you feel bound, tied, and stuck. You're not meant to be. You're meant to expand. You're meant to evolve. You're meant to grow. But you have to release the things that are holding you back first. And bottom of the deck, we have rest and rejuvenate. Again, when you have 6 planets or more in retrograde, this is what you need to do at this time, because as you rest and rejuvenate, you actually harness your life force energy. And then as you harness that life force energy, and you're not expending it out in distractions and people that don't need your energy, you're not focused on the things that are draining your energy, you have enough life force energy to create the new. All right. So with that, let's get into the tarot. We're going to use, I don't know, I've been using this deck a lot. I do like this deck, the Thelema deck. I think I like the images. That's why I use it. Higher self, Holy Spirit, guides and guardians, unconditional love. What further guidance do you want to bring through? Beautiful. One final. Yeah. And this energy is not all bad. Again, in the very beginning of the video, and this one is like popping out, so they want me to pull it because I cannot put it back in the deck. So, but it's a good card. When I said there are things that are going to look like their challenges are difficult situations that are actually have multiple hidden blessings, that's the energy that we're in right now. And so it's really about looking at the blessing of an experience, looking at the hidden blessing, going deeper, going beyond the veil, going beyond the surface, and seeing something for what it truly is. And that's why your intuition is so valuable at this time, because it can help you do that in all areas of your life. So with that, we have Temperance. This is all about patience. It's also about moderation, using caution, not moving too quickly. Temperance is also the angel of healing. So there is a lot of healing taking place, all right? Especially for those of you who have been struggling for a long time, there is a lot of healing taking place. Again, trust your intuition. You have it for a reason. Use it, because the more you use it, the more it increases, the more you build it. And set healthy boundaries, and you will tap into this beautiful temperance healing energy. We have the 8 of Wands, so there is going to be a lot of communication coming through. Again, just trust your intuition. If the communication sounds like it is genuine, then that's wonderful. But if it sounds like you're being manipulated or deceived in any way, ask and you shall know the truth of the situation. All right. Seven of Pentacles, there is growth happening underneath the surface, even if you can't fully see it yet. There are beautiful, wonderful things manifesting for you. But we also have the Seven of Cups. There's options here available. Don't get caught up in distractions, and don't let yourself be deceived by things that on the surface seem good, but actually could be something that harms you at this time. All of these cups are not beautiful things, all right? You've got bats, you've got, snakes, you've got the death card, but you've also got the Holy Spirit and doves, you've got gold, you've got a wreath of victory. So there are many potential outcomes and many available options to you. Choose wisely, all right? But as you choose wisely, as you're listening to that intuition and setting healthy boundaries, there is a huge wish fulfillment. This is divine intervention. This is that wish coming true at the very, very last moment. It also can come after a time of challenge, because this card comes after the Tower. It's like the renewal. It's that everything that you needed to sort of come into that renewal energy. And so beautiful, beautiful energy coming in with the Star. There will be a wish fulfillment for you in some way, shape, or form. Trust and believe, though. You got to believe in it. We also have the Emperor. This could be a divine masculine energy coming in. Could be, the healing of a connection or a situation with someone. The Emperor, if it is not related to divine masculine, if it's related to your energy, it's about you stepping up into your power and really, really feeling powerful in your life, feeling stable, feeling happy, feeling secure, bringing in that 4 energy, that stable foundation, that Archangel Michael it is helping you build, all right? But to do it, you have to be in this Hermit energy. You have to be in a space where you are reflecting on yourself, where you are focusing on your higher self, where you are in connection with spirit and working to co-create that 5D experience. All right. So withdraw your energy from any external things that are sort of distracting you or causing you any drama or stress at this time. And you will be highly successful, because we have the 3 of Pentacles, which is all about abundance. It's also about building something that's going to be beautiful, building something that's going to bring in a lot of joy, happiness, and stability. It's bringing you financial abundance, stability. This also could be, in this card, she's by herself working on her skills. She's got paint here and she's painting these beautiful flowers. But in the traditional tarot, the 3 of Pentacles is 3 people. So it's about collaborations, getting that much needed support, getting people to come in, partnerships, teamwork. And so all of these things are available to all of us now. Oracle of the 7 energies, final cards. Bottom of the deck is a storyteller. You are the storyteller of your life. You create your experience. And so what do you want your experience to be now? You have learned and healed and grown from the past. And so it's time to take that past wisdom and put it into your future 5D experience. You have the key, because you're opening to discovery. There's a discovery of something absolutely beautiful happening for you now, provided you go within, because it's not in an external thing. It's within you. It's in your heart. It's in your soul. The Rose Kiss. This is all about love, romance, connection with beautiful soulmates. This also could be twin flame energy. So for those who that Emperor energy and that wish come true is communication or some sort of healing between you and your divine counterpart, there's beautiful love here. And so really trust and believe in that. And it's blossoming. That's what they're showing me with the rose and the butterfly. There's been a huge transformation of this connection. and it's blossoming. It's in full bloom, and there's a lot of healing coming through. Again, Mercury retrograde cycles are about bringing things from the past and sort of resurrecting them back to life. And so that could resonate for some of you. It's also a number 9, which is all about completion. Smoke and mirrors, though, this is the energy that I've been picking up on the most. Things are not straightforward at the moment. And so don't get caught up in the deception, the illusion, the distraction of the smoke and mirrors. You can do that by just trusting your intuition and really letting it guide you, trusting it more than you ever have. Birds of a feather, flocking together with community, flocking together with like-minded people, really keeping your vibration high by spending your time with those who are also high vibrational, all right? Because spirit is transferable. So if you're in these situations that are stressful, low vibrational, it is going to impact your energy. Last card is a powerful move. There is a powerful move forward. There is a powerful manifestation taking place. It's a number 15. And so for some of you, this next 9-10 day period, you're going to make powerful moves because you're opening up to huge inner discoveries that bring in a lot of joy and happiness for you. Bottom of the deck, great and full, which is the number 4. Time to be grateful, time to appreciate all aspects of yourself and your life. Things are not going to be challenging forever. It's just, we're all kind of like how they were showing me, and why I keep talking about, we're in the 3D reality, but we're creating the 5D experience from the ground up, is like they're showing me the ascension process is kind of like you have a house, right? And you decide it's time that you need to renovate and you need to expand because you've outgrown that house that you originally built. And as you are renovating, you realize, wow, the foundation isn't strong. We actually have to gut this and rebuild it from the ground up. And so that's why this process is so hard, because this is what we're all doing. We're doing it on a spiritual level, but it's also in a very, very physical level. It's also on, it's reflected in our physical world. That's why for many, situations that we used to love, jobs, friends, those things sort of fall away when you start on your ascension path. And it's because it no longer fits in that foundation. Like, it's no longer energetically sustainable for the new. And it's a challenging process. It is a process of destruction for creation. That's why they gave me that analogy of a house, because it literally is you're just almost destructing or deconstructing a life to rebuild a better one, to rebuild a new one. And so really be gentle with yourself. Love yourself for going through this process. It is a process that only certain souls are able to do, and you are chosen to do it because you are ready for it. And so just love yourself. Know that you are loved unconditionally. You are not judged for any part of your journey. And don't judge yourself. Just really continue to focus on that 5D experience that you want to have, and create it here and now by removing and deconstructing the things in your life that are not able to go with you into that beautiful new home that you are creating for yourself. All right. So I'm sending lots of love, lots of support. I'm going through it too. So we're in this together. All right. Birds of a feather. Lots of love. Take care.